Pastor Ezekiel criticizes religious leaders for supporting President Ruto, church politics in Kenya. Pastor Ezekiel Odero has openly criticized religious leaders in Kenya for presenting President William Ruto in an overly saintly light and anointing him before his presidency. Odero claims that when these religious leaders did not receive the political favors they anticipated from Ruto, they turned against him. In one of his speeches, he contrasted the current political environment with the deep sense of patriotism he learned in his earlier years. Televangelist Pastor Ezekiel Odero, who operates primarily in Kilifi, has expressed dissatisfaction with certain religious figures for their actions preceding the 2022 general election. Many within the church community endorsed Ruto, regarding him as a devout Christian fit to lead the nation. Why some churches now oppose Ruto? Interestingly, some of the same religious leaders who once supported Ruto have become critical of him. Pastor Ezekiel alleges that these leaders misled the public by painting an overly positive image of Ruto. You, religious leaders, lied to Kenyans. I am saying this because it has led to the church being disrespected. Religious leaders lied to the people, claiming that President Ruto was a good man. He made offerings in your churches, and you anointed him. You labeled him a servant of God and proclaimed that Kenya would be great in his hands, he remarked. Pastor Ezekiel's counsel to religious leaders. Pastor Odero, the founder of Newlife Prayer Centre and Church, mentioned he had cautioned his fellow religious leaders about potential betrayals by politicians. He stated, "I told the servants of God that these politicians who speak the same language as you will turn against you. They had their interests, and at that time, religious leaders turned against me and doubted my God. When they failed to get what they expected from President Ruto, they abandoned him." He further warned about the inconsistency of political figures, likening them to chameleons that change colors. He urged religious followers to seek leaders who have steadfast beliefs and cannot be easily swayed by money. Pastor Ezekiel expressed concern about some people encouraging the youth to oppose the president, emphasizing that, in the past, youth were taught to be patriotic, contrasting the current political activism with his own upbringing. The theft from Pastor Ezekiel's church. Another troubling incident revolved around the theft of the covenant from Pastor Ezekiel's church pulpit by unknown individuals. The pastor cautioned that this symbolic item, representing God's presence as per the Bible, was too dangerous to be stolen, and warned of dire consequences for the thieves and their relatives. This incident raised questions among observers, given the high level of security at the Newlife Prayer Centre and Church, sparking discussions online about how such a theft could occur. This summary aims to shed light on the intricate dynamics between religious influences and politics in Kenya, highlighting Pastor Ezekiel's perspective on the current political and social climate. This article has been reviewed by Mercy Nyambura, a copy editor at tuko.co.ke. Source: tuko.co.ke.